The Waukesha Christmas Parade murders, and what one WWE wrestler is doing on his part to help the victims and to make sure we never forget.
It's true.
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is What's Next. A happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm Jazz Berganzo. What's next? Your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today. As we get closer to Christmas, we start scrambling around, the right gifts, do we have the tree up or displays up, get in contact with family and friends. And of course, the main thing, celebrating the birth of Christ. But sadly, tragedies come along with it. We start to think about things that have happened tragically in our lives, whether it's through family or friends, or even some things that have nothing to do with us. One thing in particular, Waukesha, Wisconsin. Now, for some of you, Waukesha, Wisconsin is just small town USA. Others remember it as one of the worst mass murders in this country's history. And what one WWE wrestler is doing on his part to help out the victims and to make sure we never forget. And here we go. This coming out of Bounding in the Comics. A new documentary about the victims of Waukesha Christmas tragedy, of course, done by one wrestler. But before we delve into that, a little background. This is Darrell Brooks. This is the piece of shit that committed the mass murders in Waukesha, Wisconsin on November 21st, 2021, where he took his pickup truck, ran over several people, killing several, and of course was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences in prison. He'll never see the light of day again. And of course, he just happens to be a proud member of Black Lives Matter. Now, we're not here to talk about him. We're going to go back to the WWE wrestler, Braun Strowman, and what he's doing to help out the victims. He's called a monster among men, but wrestler Braun Strowman will come across more of a gentle giant after Peacock, that is NBC's, streaming service, and WWE's new documentary drops this week. Strowman is taking part in a documentary called Braun Strowman, Waukesha Strong, that chronicles the 7-footer's salacious outreach to the people of Waukesha in Wisconsin in the aftermath of the hit-and-run Christmas parade murders. On Friday, a special documentary featuring Braun Strowman featuring visits at Waukesha airs on this Friday. Waukesha Strong goes on demand at 10 a.m. You'll be able to see it this Friday. Strowman, whose real name is Adam Scherr, began his outreach early 23 when he teamed up with Green Bay Packers to pay tribute to the young victim of the tragedy, 8-year-old Jackson Sparks. The football team and the Gentle Giant huddled up to create a pair of custom boots with the Packers logos and colors. He wore them back in January on an episode of Friday Night SmackDown and later auctioned them off to charity to benefit those affected in Waukesha.
Unfortunately, last year there was a travesty in the city of Waukesha, Wisconsin, in the Christmas parade. Hearing and seeing what awful things happened there last year, it reminded me of how special life really is and how important it is to support your community. I found out that one of the young men that passed away, one of his things that he always wanted to do was meet his wrestling hero, Braun Strowman. That really spoke to me even more and told me how
Jackson Sparks.
I needed to do more for these people and for this family. So I had the awesome opportunity to work with the Green Bay Packers, and I'm having a custom pair of boots made. So I will wear those while I'm here on January the 13th, representing WWE, and those boots that I'm wearing are going to be auctioned off, and all the proceeds are going to be donated to the Waukesha Christmas Parade Foundation. And I really want to say thank you to everyone that tries to bid on these boots and help a good cause. At the end of the day, I want to leave the world a little better than I found it, and each and every one of you can help do that right now, and thank you.
Hearing and seeing what awful things happened there last year reminded me of how special life and how important it is to support your community. Stroman, who is from the Waukesha area, found out that Sparks was a fan of his. The good-hearted monster was instantly compelled to do something for his community. He also met with the Jackson family, and which made local news over there. And they have since started the Jackson Sparks Foundation, which, similar to Make-A-Wish, grants baseball dreams to children in need. Braun Strowman. Waukesha Strowman premieres this coming Friday on Peacock in the US and will stream on the WWE Network everywhere else. Strowman, in the meantime, undergoing neck fusion surgery this year, shall take a little longer than a few days to return to the ring. One, it's a feel-good story. Braun Strowman, for those WWE fans who do watch wrestling, know that this guy is, they call him the monster for a good reason. But a lot of these WWE wrestlers do so much for children's charities, for other charities. They're just, regular Joes. And they reach out to people. They reach out to people in their own communities, like Braun Strowman's doing. But it's good that he's doing something like this so we don't forget. And it's not really a tragedy. It's a mass murder. It's when you had someone of so evil intent to go out and destroy a Christmas parade. And of course, this was happening just prior to Thanksgiving. That so many people were injured and so many people died. And of course, he got his comeuppance that he'll never see the light of day again. But at least the WWE, the Green Bay Packers, and Braun Strowman are making sure that they are helping out the victims as best they can, and also to make sure that this is something that doesn't get memory hold like so many other stories, Vegas, the Nashville trans shooter, things like that. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.